and hit records on my demo.
Welcome back. It's another week of Cover 2 Sports. I'm Luke Sullivan.
I'm Chase Hope.
We don't plug too many coverages, but there's a lot of trouble in Cleveland that we're going to dive right into.
That's right. We're going to talk about Kyrie, local news around the NBA. We're going to do our NFC South preview since we done AFC South last week. And we're also going to do our new segment of This Day in Sports History. And there's going to be a lot more we talk about. So let's get rolling.
So, what's the trouble in Cleveland? Where do you begin with the mess that is the Cleveland Cavaliers right now?
I mean, is it just now starting? Did it start before the draft? Did it start when they fired David Griffin?
I think it started the moment LeBron came home.
Just didn't see it yet.
Yeah, it worked because they won a ring.
Yeah.
But the tension's been there the whole time. And we always thought, well, it was LeBron and Kevin Love, and maybe reality, it was LeBron and Kyrie.
Or maybe it's just LeBron in general. Like, he tries on the court, he tries to be the player, the coach, and the GM. And, I mean, in my opinion, that just doesn't work. I don't care how talented you are. If you're a player, your job is to go out there and play. Don't tell your coach what to do. I think he's the reason Black got fired.
Well, yeah, that's not that hard of it. That's definite.
I mean, yeah, but, a player should not be able to get the coach fired.
When you're LeBron James, the rules are a little different. Now, Kyrie, I don't know if LeBron could be all that mad. Because Kyrie's just pulling LeBron on LeBron. You know, can you be that mad at somebody for doing something that you did many years ago? I mean, in reality, Kyrie's pulling LeBron on LeBron, and he probably doesn't like it that much. But
probably doesn't.
I mean, I think Kyrie, I was blindsided by the news. I thought that was crazy. But, we'll see how it all turns out. I think it makes them much worse. The news that they got Derrick Rose is not really that big of a deal now.
No, but I think if Derrick Rose, he's not, MVP Derrick Rose by no means. But he can still be a good point guard. And the way he plays, it may open up more for LeBron and K-Love. But his thing is, you cannot expect him to play a full season.
No, and, is Derrick, if you trade Kyrie and you get something back for Kyrie, and then you still have Derrick Rose as your starting point guard, does he make you better than what you have with Kyrie to beat the Warriors? Because that's all this is.
I think I think in the only phase of the game that you may be a little bit better is defensively. But offensively, Derrick Rose is not. He's not going to average 25 a game like Kyrie.
I don't see him being able to guard Steph Curry. I'm sorry. I like Derrick Rose, and I hope he stays healthy. And I think that we were robbed of one of the potential
greatest point guards ever.
Exactly, I do. I believe we were robbed that, but he can't guard Steph Curry.
Well, a lot of people can't guard Steph Curry.
He can't switch over on Clay.
But I think he's a better on-ball defender. He's not as quick as Kyrie anymore.
No.
Not anymore. He used to be. He used to be one of the most explosive players in the game. But when you have as much problems with your knees as he does, your explosiveness is going to be gone. He's explosive, but nowhere near as what he used to be.
Yeah, I just don't think that.
I hope he has like a bounce back year. I really do, because I like Derrick Rose.
I just don't think he's enough to put him over the top, especially if they do trade Kyrie. And what if Kyrie has already found out that LeBron's leaving, so he's just wanting to get out early? This could be genius on his part in a year.
Definitely.
He's taking a lot of heat right now, but come on.
And another thing is the Cavaliers front office has never been a good front office.
No.
You take Anthony Bennett, number 1 overall, when he wasn't even projected to go top 10. Granted, that was a weak draft class, but there are still people from that draft class today that are stars, like Giannis.
Yeah. They missed hard on Anthony Bennett, but hey, they got Kyrie, they got Wiggins, they turned Wiggins into K-Love, they turned K-Love into a title. So I'd say if you ask the Cleveland front office, then they succeeded.
Yeah,
Anthony Bennett ended up turning into a trade chip.
Well, I think he was just a throw-in my opinion. Because I
Made
mean,
the
I think
salaries
Wiggins
match.
was but I mean, Kyrie's only 25 years old. I mean, he's still a young superstar. You know, anywhere he goes, I think wherever he goes, that team is going to be a good team. And I've seen a lot on social media talking about, does Kyrie not know how it was whenever he was the man in Cleveland because he said he wants to be the man? Well, then again, he's a lot different of a player than he was back then. He's improved his game by a long shot.
Any team that they trade him to will be better than any of the teams that he played on for the first 2 or 3 seasons of his career.
Oh, exactly.
Because Cleveland was a joke before LeBron came back. They'll be a joke if Kyrie and LeBron leave again. Their incompetence is hysterical. Dan Gilbert prances around like he's a great owner. Dude, if you never drafted LeBron James, none of the success that you've had in the last 15 years, 13, 14 years, not even close. Nobody's coming to Cleveland.
No, it's
LeBron tried to get Chris Bosh to come to Cleveland. He said no. I
mean,
tried to get Michael Redd from the Milwaukee Bucks back in the day. He said no. If you can't get Michael Redd to come to the Cavs, what makes you think that you're going to recruit? Nobody wants to go to Cleveland. Ever.
Man, I don't even want to go to Cleveland.
Johnny Manziel didn't want to stay in Cleveland. Nobody that plays for the Cavs wants to stay in Cleveland. The Indians are the most stable franchise out of any franchise that's in the city. And their guys don't even want to stay. So, I mean, it's something in the water. What's wrong with Northeast Ohio? Depressing, apparently.
It must be, man. It must just suck the life out of you, and you want to get out.
Yeah, I can't blame Kyrie for wanting to leave, though. I can't.
I can't blame him either.
I don't know that playing with LeBron, his personality type, I don't think he's suited to play with LeBron. I really don't.
I mean, they're both stars. Granted, LeBron, he's like a superstar, but Kyrie's still a superstar, and you're gonna have that clash. I mean, but I don't blame Kyrie for leaving now. And the way it's been seen to come out is before the news broke, he had that meeting with Cavaliers front office a couple weeks before the news broke, and then you can't. Somebody had to spill the beans, and I don't know who it was.
Probably Dan Gilbert.
I could see that.
I mean, he's a businessman. Why not? I don't know. I feel like Kyrie with the Knicks, that'd be fun. That'd be really, 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 really fun. But what do you trade Carmelo for? Or what do you trade Kyrie for? Carmelo? And what else? They're not giving up Porzingis. They don't have picks.
You can't give up Porzingis if you're the Knicks.
Well, no. I mean, the idea of trading for Kyrie is to pair him with Porzingis and run the 2-6 combo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just think, in the wise words of 21 Savage, it's a problem. The Cavs got a problem, and it's a legitimate one, and they need to figure it out sooner rather than later. Because if you're LeBron James, and personally, I don't think you should go to LA next summer. I think it's stupid. Why would you want to leave a conference where if you're on any of the teams in the conference, you're pretty much guaranteed a berth in the finals versus having to beat Golden State just to get to the finals. And now you got to beat Golden State, San Antonio,
just
Houston,
to make the playoffs.
Minnesota, New Orleans. You got to be like 12 teams just to, get to the finals. It doesn't make any sense to me. But,
I mean,
LeBron's LeBron. And knowing that, he's looking at all this dysfunction and saying, well, why would I want to stick around? I delivered my one ring, so.
Yeah. I mean, Irving listed 4 teams that he'd prefer to go to: the San Antonio Spurs, Miami Heat, the New York Knicks, and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Who's ever wanted to be traded to the Timberwolves?
I mean, they look like a good young team.
Well,
though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm like, have you ever heard of a superstar of his caliber? when they want to be traded. They've never said, "Hey, I want to go to Minnesota."
Oh, exactly. I've never heard
I
of
want to go
it.
to Minnesota.
And I think that's great for Minnesota.
Oh, great.
And
it's going to be a good young team next year.
he says he wants to be more of a focal point on offense. Okay? And any of those teams, man, I think he's good. I think he'd be great. Like, if he went to the Spurs, him and Kawhi, Irvin dishing it to Kawhi Leonard, I don't know if there's a better duo other than, Curry and KD. But, I mean, they have a foursome.
I like what he could do with the Knicks. I like what he could do with Porzingis. I do.
And that'd be great. I mean, I think they'd be good as well. The Knicks would be a much improved team.
I think he could bring Porzingis along light years faster than what Carmelo's going to be able to bring him along at.
But another team off the radar, off the teams that he listed, I think that would be a good fit for him is Toronto. Him and DeMar DeRozan, Serge Ibaka.
DeMar DeRozan needs to learn how to shoot the ball from outside. He gets a pass somehow or another every single year. He's a great scorer, but he can't shoot a three-pointer. This is 2017. Shoot the deep ball, DeMar. Okay? And look, I like his game. It reminds me of like a young Kobe. Okay? Back up inside, pull back. I like the fadeaway, all that. He reminds me of a young Kobe. He does. But it's like, this is a different time. You have to be able to shoot the three-pointer, and DeRozan doesn't shoot it. But Kyrie in Toronto with Drake, that'd be interesting, for sure.
I mean, I agree. I mean, DeRozan has to improve his three-point percentage. I mean, he shot 26% last year from behind the arc.
That is atrocious.
That's bad. And that was down from his previous 33%, 34 if you round up.
Still horrible.
I mean, he's a great scorer, but he has to
Not
become
an all-around scorer.
No, he has to become way more effective.
I agree.
Behind the arc.
What do we got next? We're talking a lot about the NBA. There's other sports out there. What's going on?
Well, I mean, there is a big part of the NBA that we haven't talked about.
Expansion.
Adam Silver says the NBA expansion is inevitable, and without a doubt, Seattle's on the list.
I'm speaking it into existence.
Luke has called a bunch of stuff out on this show.
I spoke it into existence about the Timberwolves, the first 5 picks in the draft. I said Seattle deserves a team, and here we are a week or two later. Seattle might be getting their team.
But
it's awesome.
Among other teams, because they can't just add. I don't think they just add one team.
No.
But let's talk about other cities. Like, what other cities do you think could hold an NBA franchise? Cincinnati, that's a good one.
St. Louis.
I mean,
Louisville.
Yeah, Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Nashville, maybe?
No, they get the Grizzlies. No.
I mean,
too close.
Too close.
Well, yeah, Tennessee's not big enough to have 2 franchises in the same state. We're not California.
No, not yet. But if Nashville continues to grow,
yeah, but I mean,
Nashville's been growing.
I don't think Nashville's going to be on the first round of expansion.
And then you also have to think about Hamptons Road, Virginia. They have a population over 1 million, and there's no professional sports team in Virginia.
You have Alabama.
Yeah.
And Birmingham.
Montgomery.
Montgomery.
No, but I mean,
they'll put a team in Birmingham, I would assume, before they put one anywhere else.
I mean, does Vegas get a basketball team?
Why not? They got a hockey team. They got a football team.
They got a football team coming.
Why not?
But
I think Vegas would be great for the NBA.
I mean, Seattle, if there's going to be an expansion, Seattle has to be, top
number
of the list.
One.
That city deserves another basketball team.
Number one. It has to be.
I want to see the Supersonics come back.
It has to be number one. I don't want to get back into it. I know.
You know it's coming. You already knew it's coming.
You can go back and listen to what I had to say about it a couple weeks ago.
You already knew it was coming, didn't you?
I mean, I'm just a fan of the Sonics. They should have never left. No offense to the people of Oklahoma City, but what's a better basketball city, Oklahoma City or Seattle?
Oh, Seattle,
to me,
definitely.
It doesn't seem like a contest, but apparently.
Seattle, definitely.
I don't know. What else we got? You got an interesting stat on Joey Gallo, do you not?
Yeah. Oh, very interesting on
this blew my
Joey
mind.
Gallo. All right, so Joey Gallo this season has 25 home runs. Can you guess how many singles he has, Luke?
Probably less than 25. I'd take a guess.
15. 15
That's
singles.
horrible.
And Joey Gallo is currently on pace to hit more than 30 home runs with a batting average below 200 and an OPS above 800. No MLB player has ever done that. The dude literally hits it over. He don't hit it at all, the way it seems.
That's everybody in the bigs this year, though. It's the year of the home run and the strikeout.
I mean, unless you're Jose Altuve, batting a solid 300 plus.
But who else is it? But nobody else. Usually every year we get 2 or 3 guys that are hitting around 300.
Yeah, I mean,
over 300.
No, I mean you have people that's hitting for average this year. You know, like you have Aaron Judge, and he's hitting the long ball too. But it seems like this year, man, there's a lot of killing it or not hitting it at all.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's a problem across the board that will definitely. I mean, I feel like the postseason will be really interesting because it'll be a lot of strikeouts and a lot of big time home run moments. So we'll see.
I think it'll be a great postseason. I'm excited for October.
I do too. I think it'll be fun. What's next?
You want to talk a little NFL?
We got to go NFC South this week.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and jump to the NFC South, or you want to talk a little NFL?
There's not much going on in the actual NFL.
Well, I mean, you brought up something earlier about how unlucky
is Lucky Whitehead. Yeah, the Cowboys wide receiver was arrested earlier this week on suspicion of theft. I do believe shoplifting. Turns out it was a case of mistaken identity. Wrong guy. And the Cowboys released him, and he just got signed by the Jets. So the question I asked Chase was, is Lucky Whitehead really all that lucky? Because he went from one of the best teams in football to the New York Jets. Oh, and he also went to jail for something that he had nothing to do with. So how lucky is Lucky Whitehead, Chase? What do you think?
I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, man, I'll give him a 3 because, I mean, he's still in the NFL. But, I mean, athletic-wise, man, he's very fortunate, but he just got a bad hand right there. If he's playing poker, man, he better start folding.
I hope he has fun with the Jets because they're not going to be very fun to watch this year. All right, let's get to the NFC South. What do we got?
All right,
Falcons, Saints, Buccaneers, and Panthers.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be one of the most exciting divisions in football this year.
Well, I think it's a 2-team race between Tampa Bay and Atlanta.
Yeah, but I think the Panthers bounce back? I mean, I think that they still have all the makings to have a good year.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
they have a great quarterback. They have pretty good receivers. They have 2 good running backs. And their defense is, they have a pretty good defense.
They do. I don't know if they have enough to be. Atlanta is loaded.
And everybody seems to be sleeping on Atlanta.
Well,
it's
fair to sleep on Atlanta after what happened.
In the Super Bowl, yeah,
it's
but
fair.
You think they're not going to come back for vengeance?
Personally, I think they'll be great. I don't know if they'll make the Super Bowl, but
they're going to have a good year.
They're so loaded on offense. And it'd be different if their defense was okay, but their defense is young.
And it's good.
And it reminds me of Seattle when they
first started the Legion of Boom.
First got big. And you could tell that was just going to build on, from year to year, it was going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it did. Dan Quinn, coming from Seattle, man, has turned the Falcons into the Seattle of the South. Except
exactly.
with a much better offense.
Exactly. Matt Ryan, you never know what he's going to do. He has the best receiver in football in Julio Jones.
Yeah, he just lost a $100,000 earring, though.
In the lake.
Yeah.
Come on, Julio.
He can afford another one, though.
Yeah, that's right.
I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
I think he'll be all right.
But, and they have a good running game with Freeman and Coleman. They're loaded.
Yeah, but it all depends on how they come back out after this season or after last season in the hangover.
Yeah, and then
if that stigma is indeed real, then they have to get past that. If it isn't, then they'll be okay.
Yeah, and then moving on to, we've talked about Carolina and Atlanta. Let's talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I think they're the favorite.
Yeah, they have a good young quarterback in Jameis Winston.
Great young quarterback.
They have a great receiver, young receiver in Mike Evans.
They got a good tight end in O.J. Howard in the draft.
And they also signed the perennial deep threat Deshaun Jackson in free agency.
I think they're going to be tough to deal with. I do. I think that defense is only going to get better. They have an easy schedule.
And, I mean, if Doug Martin stays healthy, they have a great running back.
Well, Doug Martin's out the first 3 games.
True. But, I mean, I think they'll be all right without him.
I do, too. You know, New Orleans could be in the hunt if they had a defense.
Exactly. But
the offense is going to score 30 a game. Easy.
Yeah, it just depends how New Orleans defense does. But going back to Tampa Bay, man, is there a defense in the NFC South that you can see just stopping that offense?
The Tampa Bay offense?
Yeah.
Maybe Atlanta.
I mean,
if they get hot, but no. Other than that, no. Carolina 2 years ago, definitely, but I mean, you know, they have nobody on the backside of the ball.
Yeah.
Nobody in the secondary is going to defend. Luke Kuechly is a great linebacker if he can stay healthy. And they traded Coney Ely, I do believe. He's a Patriot now. So who's going to rush the passer for Carolina? So no, I don't believe anybody other than maybe Atlanta, and that's iffy.
Yeah.
Because their ability to stretch the field is so hard to defend. And Jameis Winston's got a cannon on him. So we'll see. It'll be fun to watch. My prediction is Tampa Bay wins the division.
Really?
But Atlanta makes the playoffs.
Yeah, as a wild card.
And probably gonna if that offense can replicate what they did last year, they'll be so hard to beat in the playoffs. It won't be fun.
I agree. And moving on to New Orleans, man. You know they have the great Drew Brees as a quarterback. They bring in Adrian Peterson. Whether he's going to be much or not remains to be seen. They have a good young receiver in
Michael Thomas.
They dish Brandon Cooks to the Patriots.
Got an extra first round pick out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't a good move, but defensively, man, you can't expect to win games if your defense is just going out there giving up points left and right. Like, I don't care who the quarterback is, man. You're not going to be able to go out there and score every single possession you get. That's tough to win games that way.
No, but this has been the problem in New Orleans for the last 5 or 6 years, and until they fix it, then, you know, there's not much we have to talk about because it's obvious that the hole is the defense. And until they make some more moves or draft some more guys or do something, nothing's going to change there.
Yeah. I mean, I remember a few years ago, man, they tried, to shore up that defense. They signed Jarris Byrd to that ridiculous contract, and he's not been performing.
He's no longer with the Saints, I don't believe.
Yeah.
I don't think he's still even there.
They're going to have to figure something out on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, they used their 2 first-round picks on 2 defensive guys. So
yeah, hopefully they pan out for their sake.
Well, actually, no, their second pick was the offensive lineman from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But their first pick was the Marcus Lattimore.
And
Marshawn Lattimore.
And I think he can be a great
corner. But, I mean, they need a lot of help.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're wasting what's left of Drew Brees' career.
Yeah, I mean, before long, they're going to have to find that guy to take the torch for Brees.
Yeah, and other than that, there's not much to talk about Saints-wise.
So how do you see the records coming out? I know you said you have Tampa Bay winning the division.
I think they'll finish 11-5. Atlanta probably somewhere around 10-6, 9-7. Carolina, it'll be tough. 9-7, 8-8, maybe 7-9. Depends on how healthy Cam can stay. And New Orleans, overall, they might. I feel like Breeze is going to keep them in a lot of games, so I'm going to go 7-9, 8-8.
I agree.
Again.
Yeah, I got you.
It's like the 4th or 5th year in a row that they went 7-9 or 8-8. But it's like, if you watch them play, the defense shows flashes a lot. It's just they can't hold it together. But Breeze is always there to
bail them out.
So, I got to give them 7 wins.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Falcons are going to win the division. I think it'll be close between them and the Bucs. I see the Falcons going 11-5. The Bucs going, one game below them, 10-6.
Do they make the playoffs though?
Oh, the Bucs?
Yeah,
they're making the playoffs. I see the Panthers going, 8-8, 9-7. But I mean, when it comes to the Saints, I think their ceiling is 8-8, and I think their floor is 4-12. Honestly,
yeah,
I mean,
it could be bad.
It could be a bad year.
This could be the year it all blows up in the Saints' face. But they've been so good, for so long. They've been at least decent.
Mm-hmm.
And that in itself is better than the first 40 years of their existence.
Oh, definitely.
The last 10 years have been so much better than the last 40.
I mean, if it wasn't for Drew Brees tearing his shoulder up in San Diego, who knows how the Saints would have turned out.
They might be in San Antonio right now. All right, what else you got? You got this day in sports history?
Yeah, let's talk about this day in sports history. So
this day in sports history, we'll wrap up shop because guess what, guys? It's only 7 more weeks till football starts back.
That's right.
6 more weeks for college football.
Dude, I'm pumped. I can't wait for football.
Whoa! We gotta talk about Hugh Freeze.
Hugh Freeze
got caught texting the escorts in Tampa Bay and got fired.
So we're gonna talk about Hugh Freeze, and then we're
just
gonna jump to.
We're gonna go. Then we're gonna go day to day in sports history.
That's right.
The reason I guess it slipped my mind is because I think that the Ole Miss story is not done yet.
Yeah.
I think there's way more to that that's gonna become unearthed.
Man, my thing about Hugh Freeze is he tweets all these Bible verses and how he's this godly man. They have a concert at the University of Mississippi on campus. He texts the country artist. Or, as a matter of fact, I think he calls him up asking him not to sing a certain curse word in his song because he wants to bring his daughter. Well, the country music artist says that's fine. And it's a pretty big name country music artist. And yet you're going to get... You're doing this?
Who do you ask?
I'll have to check. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's out there. I've seen a report on it.
Hugh Freeze is everything that's wrong with the South.
Explain.
When you grew up in the South just like I did, you see it every day. Think about it. There's a lot of Bible thumpers out there, right?
Yep.
And a lot of those Bible thumpers, and I don't know Hugh Freeze, and I don't know him personally, but I feel like just from his interviews and the way that he carries himself, he reminds me of a lot of people I know. And these people, and you know what, look, I'm not saying it's wrong if you're highly religious or whatever, if that's your right.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of those same Bible thumpers, are also the people that are doing some shady things on the side. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe Hugh Freeze did butt dial an escort service in Tampa Bay.
No.
And Atlanta.
I mean, if you're a college coach, and you have your university issued cell phone, and
you had a chance to delete the phone call.
Even on your personal phone, if you're going to be doing stuff like that, why not go get you a burner phone? Be smart about it. Your records, especially when your university's already under investigation.
Well, last thing on the Ole Miss thing is this: is it that big of a surprise though? It went from being terrible to great, so quick. And I've never heard anybody. And look, Oxford's a great town. Got a lot of pretty women. It's a beautiful campus.
Yeah.
But nobody's ever said I'd rather go to Oxford, Mississippi and play football than Tuscaloosa or Baton Rouge or L.A. to go play for USC or
Knoxville,
Eugene, Oregon. No, nobody's ever said that. So you had to know something was up. What is today in sports history?
All right, so today in sports history, July 26th. So on this date, in 1933, Joe DiMaggio ends his 61-game hitting streak in the Pacific Coast League. In 1948, Babe Ruth has made his last public appearance ever.
And then he would die of cancer probably not that long after.
In
DiMaggio's 61-game history, that's just crazy.
Man, it is crazy. I don't know if that record will ever be broke. That's tough to do.
That's one of those ones that might survive
everything.
The times.
Yeah.
Forever.
In 1952, Mickey Mantle hit his first Grand Slam.
Well, he went on to hit way more than that.
Oh, definitely.
Quite a few.
And then in 1970, Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame catcher Johnny Bench hit 3 consecutive home runs off Philadelphia Phillies pitcher Steve Carlton. I mean, imagine how you feel if you're Carlton after that game.
Well, Steve Carlton wasn't a bad pitcher.
No.
Steve Carlton's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but I mean,
3 straight bombs to Johnny Bench.
Exactly.
That was back. That baseball was different. It was different back then.
Yep.
So many Hall of Famers.
In 1981, Pat Bradley won the 36th U.S. Women's Open Golf Championship. In 1884, Expos Pete Rose tied Ty Cobb with his 3,057.
1884 or not?
1984.
Okay,
Sorry.
I was like,
Sorry.
golly.
My bad.
Pete
1984.
Rose is defying time.
1984.
Jesus, Pete.
Back when Pete Rose was playing with the Expos, he tied Ty Cobb with his 3,052nd single.
I was about to say, did Pete bet on immortality? Because, like, golly, jeez, God.
He's definitely got it. And then the last thing we'll talk about is in 1992, Nolan Ryan strikes out his 100th batter for the 23rd consecutive season.
Unbelievable.
Nolan Ryan, man, I bet he could pitch today.
Yeah, I'd say so. He could pitch forever. What else we got? Is that it? Is that it for this week?
That's it, guys.
That's it. All right. Well, we'll see you next week. We'll take the week after next off. Chase gets to go to Boston.
Yeah, I'll be attending the game in Fenway.
Yeah, I don't know how he gets. He was at the beach last week. He's going to Boston
It's all about making moves, man. Making moves.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I'm Luke Sullivan.
I'm Chase Hope. We'd like to thank y'all for listening.
And we'll see you next week.
Be good.